Well, welcome everybody onto our IPA call, which stands for Income Producing Activities. Our moderator today is none other than Miss Susan Frank. Guys, and it's a treat to have her. A lot of you don't know her, and we're actually going to have her tell a little bit of her story because so many new people are learning who she is and who we are and all that kind of stuff. But blessed to have her on. She's number one power. Not only is she the number one, what we call power ranker in the world, which is one of the ways there's 5 different categories that our company measures and so forth. But because there's 5 different categories, it's hard to, once you get number one, it's hard to stay there because of growth and new people. Not only did she get the number one in the world, it's been, I believe, 10 straight months. Brent, Reese, y'all know how, in fact, I've never seen it. Never seen that before. It's a revolving kind of a thing, and that's okay. Incredible that she stayed there. Mom of four boys, lives here in North Carolina. I've been working with Susan for, I believe, 16, 17 years now. And the thing that pops out to me, yeah, all these accolades are great. Her husband's wonderful. Her kids are just phenomenal. But she operates with trust, integrity like nobody you've ever seen. She's going to make sure that she takes care of people, loves on her people as much as anybody I've ever seen in the industry. And that's what's putting her to number one. It's that she genuinely cares about people and wanting to help them on a daily basis. So blessed to be partnered with her. Extremely blessed to be her personal sponsor in the company, and just as amazing as what she's done. I don't think she's finished yet. So Susan, if you would come on, and there are a lot of new people. Yeah.
Can I say something as a cross line?
Yeah,
I think it's important because some people might look around and go, well, she's in Ken's downline, of course. Well, she's not in my downline. And so I think what makes our industry super powerful, we're not in competition with each other. Like, we're here to grow a business that lives on forever, right? And we're building a company built to last. So we need Susan Frank to blow it up. You need Brent Palmer to blow it up. Like, we all need each other to blow it up, right? That's how the company is built to last. But what we do compare on is what Susan Frank does every day. A coach that's 1-9, looking at a coach at 10-0, go look and see what the coach that's winning all the games are doing. And when I personally look at Susan Frank, she is she is so driven, but then she stays so consistent at the little things, the posting, the working with her team on selling the drops, teaching them how to post, teaching them how to work the system, teaching them, setting up the Zooms, converting customers to brand partners, all the little things that create the big wins. In my opinion, Susan Frank is the absolute dominator at this area. And so when I look at her, I'm always reminded, oh, Brent, like you need to get better at this. You need to get better at this. Not because I'm mad because she's the number one power ranker. It's because I'm going, oh, she's better at you than this. And you need to up your skills. So Ken, I've been watching Susan for a while, and I'm so proud to be her partner crossline. But I have learned so much from watching her work. So thank you for all you do, Susan, and congratulations.
Brandon, we talk all the time about you can do this from anywhere. You don't go do this, you do this as you go, and doing those day-to-day fundamentals. I mean, just last week, she was in a doctor's chair, Brent, putting me onto a Zoom and getting everything set up while she's walking out of the doctor. I mean, she just makes it happen wherever she's at. And those 4 boys I mentioned are all in sports. And so if you ever want to figure out how do you do this as a busy mom and helping your husband with his business, she has done it. Okay. So Susan, if you would come on board and share a little more of your story with people, and then we'll get into the moderating part.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Brent. And thank you to everybody in the chat. And I just love you guys. And this is all about being a family and helping each other. But kind of how I got started in the industry, I was a registered nurse, loved it, and was on my knees praying for something because my dream job was to be a mom. And I had a baby. My maternity leave was up. And my baby got sick. He had 102 temperature. And my boss said, oh, you can't leave work today. You don't have any days. You used it all in maternity leave. So I turned in my notice and I let my husband know, hey, I've turned in my 2 week notice. So I kind of did things backwards. Most people work into full time here. I started the industry full time. I was introduced to it at a family reunion, and my husband said, you don't talk to people at church. You don't know business. You're a nurse and you just spent money we don't have. And instead of that discouraging me, I was like, oh, buddy, I'll show you. So I got started and I'm like, I'm going to give moms options. I'm going to give families options where they don't have to struggle, because living paycheck to paycheck, I had a 4 year college degree and we would save up money. We'd love to travel, and the car would need tires. The dishwasher would break. It was terrible. I'm like, this is not the life I thought I was going to have. And I saw people in this industry making extraordinary money. So I started studying, I started growing my mind. I quit watching people on TV being successful, and I started reading books and self development and how to be the best of the best and how to close. And because if I didn't close somebody, I didn't change their life. So I got so frustrated when I didn't get people started, because I was like, with everything in me, I wanted their life to be better. And I know we have the vehicle to do it. So I went on to be a 7 figure earner in 2 different companies. And it's not because of anything. I've always stayed myself. People never think you're that big of a deal. Get in an airplane and look down, like everything's small. So just keep studying, keep training. And I'm here to tell you, my husband, if it took him 9 years to get serious about taking our product and lose weight. And I still get frustrated. Like, really, you're eating the wrong thing. Are you serious right now? Are you trying to sabotage my business? Trust me, you do not want to be married to me in the health world. But I'm very serious. I want to be a product of the product. Every day I make decisions for health. Does it mean my health will always be perfect? No, but I'll know I did the right things, and I taught people how to do the right things to be the best of the best. So this is an income producing activity call. Do you want anything else from me before I
Yeah,
get to people's
yeah,
income producing
real quick.
activities?
Yeah, before we stop the recording on this, Susan, you were talking about self-development. We talk all the time that this business is self-development with a pay plan. Guys, when Susan started here, and we tell this story a lot, but I just think it's so important for people to know this. She was so shy. I'll never forget, Susan, the first time I come to Lexington, North Carolina to do a meeting for Susan, she says, I said something about introducing me, and she says, "Oh, no, no, no! You introduce yourself. I'm not getting in front of the room." You remember that, guys? She was terrified to get in front of the room. So Todd and I did her meetings for like 2 months, and finally she realized, instead of waiting for us each week, she needed to learn. And now you see her skills, and she'll get in front of 10,000 people and not blink an eye. How did she do that? By doing it. Not You can watch people do a presentation, Susan. You can YouTube it, but it's kind of like driving a clutch in a car. You can't never really get good at it until you do it yourself. And you might kill the engine a few times, you might spit and sputter, but once you practice it enough, Susan could do a presentation on the spur of the moment now. So can I, so can people who practice it. But that self-development has just been remarkable, but it's available to everybody. That's the beauty, Susan. We can all learn those skills. We don't have to have them. We have a system to get you started. And then you can read the books like she's talking about and listen to people and get on these calls. But remarkable story, Susan. So blessed to have you. Thank you for sharing that.